And Zaraki says, I have met one woman during this quarantine, and it was great at first. She constantly calls and messages me. We were so close on phone, but after a couple of meetings, her intentions decreased. Yeah, because you were too available. And you left no mystery for her. You were so honest and caring. And some people can't understand that. When you're so honest and so available to them, they take it as weakness. And that's not because you're weak, it's because they don't have enough confidence in themselves. That when someone pays attention to them, they actually think, well, that someone must not worth much, because they don't think they themselves worth anything or enough or much. Therefore, if somebody is paying attention to them, they are surprised. Why is he paying attention to me? I don't think I'm much. But he pays attention to me, so maybe he's not much. And if he's not much, I don't want him. I was wrong. I thought he's much. And being much is when he doesn't pay attention to me. That's how she thought. And that's a woman that you really don't want to have anything to do with, because she's always be looking around to get attention, to feel good about herself. And every time that you do something for her, it doesn't seem anything because she didn't work for it. She's used to discomfort. She's used to harshness, pain, things that are not available, failure. Her consciousness is not about positivity, good energy, satisfaction, contentment, happiness. She needs something from outside to make her happy. These kind of women, these kind of people, you're lucky to walk away, so don't be worried. Zaraki says, we still met and slept together, and when I asked her about this low intention, she told me there is nothing wrong for her now, and she just trying to position me in her life. At last meeting, we were so close, but I'm still disturbed about her attention. Sometimes she doesn't call or message me. I feel I'm ignored inside, and my emotions are not stable about thinking her. Well, it looks like that you need some work to do on yourself. You seem to be not so sure about yourself, and you have that need to be paid attention to feel good about yourself. So when you become too needy, then she will think, well, you're really hooked on her, and she doesn't think much about her. Then she wonders, why is he so hooked on me, and where can I get my space? And suddenly the one thing that she really wanted was you. Now is too abundance available to her, and she thinks, well, it's not worth much. What do you feel if there are just about maybe one store that sells oranges? That's it in the whole town. Price of orange will go up, right? Because everybody wants it, and there's only one store that sells oranges, and they've got maybe a couple of boxes of oranges. But what happens to the price of orange when there are like about 5,000 boxes of oranges arrive in 10 different stores? The price will fall. People see there's so many of them, they don't have to rush for it, right? And there's so much abundance. They go bad if they don't sell them, so the price comes down, right? Because so much available. So when you are available so much to her for your kindness, care, and availability, time, and all that, the price of your time and your availability and your attention will drop, because there's so much, too much of it available. Not scarce, but when she finds you not available sometimes because you have your own life, then she will be thirsty for it. The same way works the other way around. So you need to do a little bit work on yourself. Don't be so needy, because if that is what you need, she will feel that, oh, I'm so precious because he needs me so much. She feels like that one orange in that one store and nobody else has it, and you feel like, oh, I gotta have that orange. So then she feels like, oh, my price is too low, I should become unavailable, and maybe this buyer is not good enough. Maybe I should go and see how many other people are lining up. This is what you're doing when you become so needy. And the same thing that it could happen if they do the same thing. If she starts lining you up with texts all the time, sending you texts, 100 times a day, I guarantee you're going to start getting suffocated and say, what is this? And you will lose the interest that you have right now, because the abundance of attention. So it has to be balanced. Everything in life in moderation. Everything must be balanced. Then everything starts making sense and works out. You cannot be, as much as we all want to be really available for our women, and as much as you women want to be available for your men all the time, but it's no different than when the table is full of croissants and omelets and things all the time, 12 hours a day. You kind of lose interest. It's not an anomaly anymore. You just pass by the table and not pay attention to it. But when every once in a while the table has got some special stuff on it and more, suddenly you say, wow, today is a special day. I get to get the gist of it. Zareki says, I want her to call and give the attention like first we had. I'm not calling her either for today, for example, and she not either. What should I do? Nothing. Just simply go about your business. Stop focusing on her. So I don't know. Are you broken up or not broken up? What's going on? Are you still in the relationship or is the relationship over? Says, sometimes she doesn't call or message me. I feel I'm ignored inside and my emotions are not stable about her, thinking her. Well, because you need her. Don't need her. Why do you need her? What is she? She's not air. She's another biological human being, but you have the need for that intimacy. Just slow down. Even if you do, just pretend you don't. That trains you to become balanced and also lets her know that you're not like a doormat available for her to call on you. Just become scarce. Zareki says, I want her to call and give the attention like at first. At first, she didn't have you and she didn't have your attention. And that's why she was giving the attention to get the attention. Now she gets the attention all the time. Why should you give any attention? It's now like the orange all over town. It's free now because it goes bad. You're becoming too abundantly ready and available. So become scarce a little bit. So I'm getting tired to ask her out and a little forcing her to meet with me. You're just telling yourself the solution. Stop doing these. She's not confident enough. She needs to feel as it's an anomaly that's not always available. That's an unfortunate thing about her, but that's how she is. Some people are like that. She doesn't have enough confidence about herself. Therefore, she can't have enough confidence about the attention that you show her. When she gets something, she doesn't treat it well. Therefore, don't give it to her, and very scarcely, once in a while. So if you really want to, if this relationship is still there, and although I don't coach relationships, but looks like you're in a jam, if you really can hack it, I don't care if it takes 100 days, don't call her ever again. Don't text her ever again. Say nothing, do nothing. And when she calls you and she texts you, text her very short, if it's depending what it is. She says, how you doing? Just say, thank you so much. I'm just a little bit busy. That's all. And then don't say anything more. Do not explain. Nothing. Let her figure it out on herself. She'll text you again and again, and you say, oh, I'll get back to you as soon as things slow down. That's it. Don't say what. Just let her feel that you're no longer that person who was always available to her. Then she will learn her lesson that if you want to be in a relationship, you got to be available and honest both ways. No more playing games. What the heck is this?